Welcome back. You're tuned in to Chamber Talk, brought to you by the BVI Chamber of Commerce and Hotel Association. I am your host, Shayna Smith, Vice President of Business, and today we're talking all things culinary with Chef Kenneth Mollyneaux. He is the captain of our BVI National Culinary Team as well as the owner of Tropical Fusion Restaurant. And we barely got anywhere in the conversation, but it's like I can definitely hear the passion for what you do. In terms of, it's not just about cooking.
No.
But this for you is about, just like the word says, it's art. It's about an art form. So he's just been sharing with us about your first experience. So tell us about this year's experience now as captain, because you had also had a big honor where you were inducted in the Hall of Fame. So tell us about this year.
This year was special to me. We actually was out of it for I think 2 years. So while doing our practice dinners, I keep mentioning to the team, we have to go back and make a statement. We have to let them know BVI, we're still here. We're still here. And at the very last practice dinner, I remember talking to the audience, and I tell them, keep that faith. BVI, we're going to make our mark. I tell them, no matter what, when we come back, we have to have gold. We ain't leaving up there. I say, unless you want me to break down in tears up there, we're going to bring back gold. I tell the team right there in front of the audience, I say, listen, we can't let these people down. We can't let the country down. It's a lot at stake. Every Caribbean country wants to be the team or the chef of the year, inducted in Hall of Fame. Everybody is gunning for that #1 spot. I don't care how everybody act like they're together when they're cooking in these different competitions. Everybody just want to win. It's all about winning. And it was special to me this year because the last time we was there, we got silver. And after I went to the debriefing afterwards, because you can go to the debriefing and find out exactly where your team lost points and what you could actually do better in next time around. So we take 2 years off. Just trying to regroup and stuff. And I think the 2 years did us good because even though we was out, I personally was still keeping a check on the different trends and stuff that was going on and just waiting to the appropriate time to make your mark, right? And I think this year we had 16 teams competing. And I think that was the most teams competing at once since the culinary team
we started participating. Wow.
Yeah. The most is I think it went up to was like 14 or 15, but it never exceed over that. So this year was
this was a tight competition,
more intense. And you had all the big heavy hitters. You had Puerto Rico, you had St. Martin, Trinidad, Bahamas. Those are gold medal teams. I did a hit gold. Even I guess you could say even on the worst, sometimes they'll still try and squeeze at least one goal out of you. Right? And at the competition this year, we had, I would say, the team was very focused on going to Miami to get the job done. It's not about a trip. This is a business trip. When you're filling out your little card and stuff.
The immigration.
No. I write business. That's what it was about to me. Business. You're not going to leave your establishment to go Miami on a national stage to just get any medal. Because you could go, some teams didn't get anything because if you disqualify or you go over your time, you just get a mention and that's it.
Wow.
I mean, it hurts you because you practice for the whole year.
So much time to get there.
Away from your family, away from friends. And this year here, I could safely say that the guys that I was with on that team put their best out. We had little technical difficulties, but we wouldn't dwell on that because it's already gone.
Yeah.
If we're going back to compete again, we know where we
to work on,
and stuff,
yeah.
where to work on.
Yeah.
But my competition, I'm going to talk about my individual competitions because there was about 4 different competitions. We had a seafood competition, we had a pastry chef competition, a chef of the year competition, and an Angus beef competition.
Okay.
So those competitions, they had to be attended by one team member.
One team member.
Only one team member you can have. You can't really have a coach.
Okay.
Because only senior chefs, and also I forgot the junior chef competition.
Okay.
Right? So if you're a senior chef, you go in 15 minutes before the next team.
Okay.
So that's how they stagger the time, 15 minutes. So let's say you go in before me, you go 15 minutes before. So I automatically know when you're plating, I only have 15 minutes leave.
Okay.
Before I have my
Before
plates
you have
out.
to be up to the plating station.
If you're plating 1 minute late, that's a point off every single minute you go over.
Wow.
After 5 points, disqualified.
Wow.
So it's not no walk in the park.
Yeah, this is strict.
You write your menu, you have to have your menu turned in by a certain time. For the individual competition, they give you 2 hours to cook. No, not to cook. Your first hour is just to write your menu and gather your ingredients that you're going to need. You cannot cook.
Okay.
The only thing you can do is start like a stock pot, because we all know if you're doing like a stock, it takes a long time to get stuff started. Right? Okay. So for the Angus Beef of the Year competition, that was the first competition that I went into. They give me a tri-tip, and a tri-tip meat is a nice piece of meat, but there are 3 different textures of meat. You have veins running 3 different directions in the meat. You have to know how to get this meat break down without cutting through the different muscle tissues, because if you cut through one tissue that is going one direction and then the next one going the next direction, it's impossible to get this meat soft. Okay. Because you're cutting against and some are going to be with the grain. You have to cut against, not with. You know. So for my beef competition, I did a chocolate crusted infused beef. I infused the beef with shadow benny, which is a herb that we use in the BVI, also with Scotch bonnet pepper, and it also had lemongrass in it. Okay. Because I wanted to just go back there to that competition and just blow it out of the pack. Apparently. I didn't want to just go back with some kind of crusted meat. And I went with a traditional smoker, not those electric smoker where you press a button and it turn on. You have a smoker where you actually squeeze and the smoke comes out. So what I did, I smoked the meat first before I cook it. So all the different wooden chips that I use, the apple wood chips and the hickory, that smoke got into the beef. But what I did, I had like the grated chocolate in with the meat. So you know chocolate have a strong smell. So just that small amount of smoke that I was putting inside of the dish with the meat, it absorbed all the chocolate and the smoky flavor.
And this would have been a meal that you presented at the practice dinners?
This was a meal that I practiced at my restaurant. But I never bring it to the dinners. Because sometimes when you do a plate that you can only do for maybe 5-6 persons, to produce it for 35, it might not go according to plan because you
Okay.
have to watch time, management, temperature, and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I know for those competition is a smaller crowd, so I know I could.
Yeah,
could,
so
get it.
the quantities are a lot smaller.
Exactly. So after coming up with that dish, I tried it a few times and a few guests, and the reaction to it was good. So I say, you know
Okay.
what? I taken this dish to Miami. I can't lose with it. And I was in the lobby before the competition started, and I was talking to my other senior chef, Caswell Punt, and I said, Chef, when this competition starts, you ain't gonna have to ask where I is, you're gonna smell. I said, I go in this competition here, fully loaded. Whatever I have, I gonna lay it out on the table. When they say time up, I gonna walk away. I turn in my back and I clean in my station and I walking away. When I had that meat already prepared and stuff, getting ready to plate, judge come over and say, Chef, you have 10 more minutes before plating. I take off the fire paper off of the meat. I start to sear it because you don't want to cook the meat too far ahead. Because you cook your meat too far ahead and you have to rest it for a long period of time.
Okay.
If it's not cooked to the right temperature, you can be in problems, right? So I cook it, I let it rest, and when it was about 5 minutes, I started plating. Now I kind of had on myself because I had 10 whole minutes.
Yeah.
But I said, give me 5.
Yeah.
I need 5. That's 5 I need. After plating my meal, and I see the chef pass and he say, Chef, 2 minutes warning. You have 2 more minutes to have this plate ready. I said, Chef, we got a lot of time. Because I don't know, I have everything lined up.
Yeah.
I only had about maybe 5 ingredients on the plate, and everything was like a touch and go. You don't want to make something too critical that you can't really get it assembled on your plate in time, because
if something goes wrong, then you have to.
As good as yours, when you hear a minute, your fingers, everything starts to shake. I've seen guys try to make a dot with a squeeze bottle, and they're looking like a S because you can't stop your hand from shaking. That time goes so fast. And after I started plating, all the chefs come over, the judges, and you have the camera crew. You could feel the heat from the lights. Cameras, the lights on your face, and you're just there walking, doing my thing, because in my mind, I already taste.
You know where you at?
I don't taste a piece of the meat already.
Yeah.
And when I taste it,
you're happy.
I say, listen. I talking to myself now. I say, listen, you got him in it.
Yeah.
So I produced that meal there. I did a small a mock-up for myself to see how I wanted to play, and I think that was the edge I had over all the other guys, because if you just start plating and you don't have a plan, and you reach halfway through and say, boy, I should have done it. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
When I did my dishes and I produced them for the judges, and they came to me and they said, Chef, you did this meal a lot. I said, no, I mean do this meal a lot. This is probably the second time. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I do it probably like twice at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is actually the first time doing it for actual judges. Guys that know what they're doing,
they are
what
the best of the best.
Looking for.
Yeah.
And when you're going to take something like chocolate and put it in meat, Shayna, this ain't your average
That's not
guy.
common.
This ain't your average guy.
No.
I going out on the limb. I take in the biggest set of risks, because it's guys who take risks is who they get a reward. Because you might just say, man, let me just put on a Cajun and do a Cajun. Cajun beef gone about 5, 6, 10 years down the road. So you have to come with something different. I take the lemongrass what we make for tea, and I infuse that in the same chocolate sauce. And if you know anything about lemongrass good with anything you put it with.
Yeah.
So what I did, I had the chocolate flavor out in front, and when you swallow that lemongrass, put in your bag, they're like, no man, this thing got something lemon in it. That, you know what I'm saying? So the judge, he told me it was very creative. And when I went to the critique, after hearing the critique, I was like, you know what? I ain't even going back head overall critique. I started to get a little, I had my chest up a little high, you know, but after hearing the judges that taste, not really the floor judges, because I wasn't really worrying about the floor judge, because if you're trained to cook a certain way, you know you're going to have your sanitary skills to your highest.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to cross-contaminate anything. It's the floor judges that tasting is what I was really worrying about. Once they get the flavors, because if I write lemongrass and they can't taste lemongrass, that's
points gone there.
Gone, right? When after the eat and stuff, and I was there cleaning up my station, and the two other judges come in and shake my hand and say, "Chef, very good meal. This was a new, something new brought to the table, and you execute it based on your menu. You execute it, right?" I just washing my dishes. I said, "Man, I don't tell I was going. I don't know. This hair is serious."
Yeah.
After that, I went to the room and stuff, talked to the guys. We always do like a meeting after each competition.
Okay.
Even if you're not competing
and then,
we are meeting in my room, and we all go over what I did, who's the next person to compete, and stuff like that.
Okay.
The following day was the chef of the year, and we are meeting in my room that morning very early, because I was cooking. I think I was cooking for 10 o'clock. So we met there like around 6:37. You know, the liming time.
Yeah.
You get up early, you're meeting in Chef Ken's room. We're going over everything. That whole night, I thinking, Lord, what to do, because this is the chef of the year. I missed chef of the year by 1 point.
Wow.
In 2011, I got the highest gold medal that year, but I missed the Hall of Fame by 1 point.
Okay.
And let me tell you, that 1 point from 2011 until when I went into that competition,
you were looking for that 1 point.
I'm telling you, that 1 point was on my mind.
Yeah.
It was on my mind. I said to myself, listen, we don't cook as the team. I'm not sure how good we did as a team, because the team competition will be so intense. You have so much judges around the table.
Okay.
I might be at my best, you might be at your best, but somewhere along the line,
overall, no. Yeah.
Somebody probably show a lesson and a weakness. I can't pinpoint everything, because I'm there.
You're doing as well, yeah.
I'm trying to hold everybody together.
Yeah.
But this Chef of the Year competition, Shayna, I was given 3 meats to prepare. You have same hour.
Okay.
Right? I was given conch. I was given chicken leg, a whole chicken rather, and I was given top round steak. Is a tough cut, right? And I had an hour to produce whatever I
So you had to cook all 3 in an hour?
You even had to cook all 3.
Okay.
But I did all 3.
Oh.
You know why? When I was in my room in the morning, I asked the guys, everybody, I said, I don't mean to be rude, but I need you all to leave the room, because I couldn't think. It's just like, everybody, chef, this is a big competition coming up, and I needed to think.
To start to focus.
And I say, you know what? Let me let them out. And I went into my meditate, right? And I said, Father God, it's me, you alone here now. I need you to open my thoughts. And let me tell you, Shayna, a lot of people may not believe in the power of prayer. But let me tell you something. I wasn't looking at the paper. I was meditating. And I was, as the ideas come to me, I was writing. A full page in about 3 minutes, just writing.
Wow.
And I wasn't writing straight because I wasn't looking at the paper. I was writing. And when I finished, I was looking at what I write, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this, mix and match this. I'm gonna come with a dish, right?
Yeah.
I write my menu in my room based on the inspiration I get from that prayer.
That morning.
That morning.
Wow.
Not joke. My teammates could tell you the same thing. I write my menu. I went down. On top of my menu, I had on God is with me. Okay? When I went down and the judges said, this is your ingredients, you have XYZ time to write your menu. I take my menu and I do this. He asked me if I write my menu. I said, this is what we're thinking.
That was a download.
This is what we're thinking and this is what I'm
Wow.
going to write. He said, but you didn't get ingredients yet. I said, this is what I'm going to get.
Wow.
Right? He started reading the menu. Miss out the whole line of God is with me.
I saw you gonna talk.
I said, no.
Yeah.
Read it how I write it. He said, God is with me. I said, you hear what I just said? You hear what you just said? I said, you see this competition here going in now? It's all or nothing. The man said, I like your spirit. And when they gave me those 3 meat, no pressure cooker for my conqueror. No pressure cooker. They say, your granny's kitchen, pressure cooker on. Right?
Yeah.
Shayna, I take that 3 meat and I made with the chicken, I made a lollipop out of the chicken. I take the chicken leg, I cut off the knuckle part and I pull the meat down. And underneath the chicken now, I cut off the knuckle underneath. So if you take up the chicken by the actual bone, the meat was just coming off.
Okay.
Like that. So I did that in a curry. I take the shadow benny and the scotch bonnet pepper. And if you use the word scotch bonnet, them are looking for heat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I had that chicken there because chicken leg tend to be a little tough, right? But you're cooking for judges, so you want to make sure everything
It's at right texture. Yeah.
right. So I set this chicken there and I had it braising as I braise it, right?
Okay.
Underneath that I had some quilted spinach with onions and stuff. So that dish was it. That was it only. That had all the components for that on its side. Now the conch, I take the conch and I didn't have no pressure cooker, but I had a mallet, so I pound the conch and get it really tenderized.
Okay.
And so when I was pounding it, I was using a little baking soda and stuff in it one time to tear
Break
it down, right?
Yeah.
I do like a stew.
I think this thing is a lot of science.
I do like a stew conch. And I turn the remaining part of the conch into a fritter. And I taste it, it didn't come out how I wanted it to come out. So I take the stew conch and I make like a batter. And I put the stew conch inside the batter. So when you eat it, it looks like a fritter to you.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, it tastes good, but it need a dip. But I remember from past competition, they say they don't like you to have like ramekins and stuff on your dish. If you're going to use something to contain food, make sure it's something edible.
Okay.
I pull a plantain when they told me to pull my ingredients. I said, well, what do I want to do with this plantain? I went back to my notes. I see plantain cup. I said, man, I got to stick with the notes. I take the plantain, right? Dust it with cinnamon, brown sugar, right? Had my fresh nutmeg grated, roll it in that, right? Smoke the plantain with the same smoker.
The smoker.
Right? But I smoke it with lemongrass.
Okay.
Right? After smoking it, leave it in the smoker for a while. So no matter if you fry this plantain, you're going to taste that smokiness, right?
Yeah.
I fry the plantain, I insert, take out all the insert, I make a fresh mango chutney, put it inside, take the conch that I made and stuff it down inside that. So you look like you have an ice cream cone with something on top of it.
Yeah.
Right? I leave the best for last. I had a pepper. Everybody know a pepper have 4 sides. I take off the side of each pepper, right? So that nice round shape where you get on the pepper, I take it and I roast it really quick. So it becomes loose.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Take some pumpkin, make a pumpkin puree, and I stuff the pepper back. Now you only have a quarter of a pepper, so I roll it like a cone.
Okay.
Right? Stuff it back. Right? Chop some parsley and cilantro, because you know on the top of the pepper, your pepper, they have like a green stem.
Yeah.
I stuff it on top and take a rosemary, fry the rosemary leaf, and had it like the actual stem of the pepper coming out. So this thing had looked so real on the plate. It didn't look like a pepper that was cooked.
Cooked, yeah.
So if you look at this pepper, he look at this man and cook this pepper at all. It look like a small little boiled pepper. Right? Okay. Had my sauces on the plate. All my different sauce. Different sauce. Now the meat. Meat again. I don't hit a home run with the meat earlier.
All
So I say, you know what? Them boy probably expecting me to come with same old meat. Different kind of meat, man. I give them an Asian rub. Right? Whatever spice them had on that committee table, I use all. I use all. When I taste it, right? I said, let me tell you somebody will come today. But I put in the flavor on.
Yeah.
And when I finished with that, I had some dry jerk. So I take some dry jerk, mix it with some other jalapeno peppers and make like a real spicy rub. So I take the dry herbs now and roll it in the wet herbs.
Okay.
So I sear the meat. The meat wasn't like a big thick meat that needed long to cook.
Okay.
So I just sear the meat until it was like about say medium well.
Okay.
And I slice it very thin and fan it out. So I had my meat. I had some gratin potatoes that I made in about 10 minutes. And we all know gratin potatoes will take a long time to make, but I cut them paper thin.
Yeah.
I had like a muffin mold.
Yeah.
So very small. So it wasn't nothing hard to pop out. So you make them in the small bite size. And I just take them out, put them on a plate, start assembling my plate. The judge come over and he says, "Chef, you got 10 minutes to plate. You want to start plating now?" I said, yeah, I'm going to start plating now because I have a lot going on the plate and it's a sexy plate. I'm going to make it look good.
Yeah.
He said, you're making a what? I said, a sexy plate. This plate here have to make you all say, wow.
Yeah, you got to watch it first and do like before we touch it.
I'm telling you, let me finish the show. I have to show you the picture because I've never, in all my years of cooking, paid so much attention to one plating. I said, listen, I don't want to do this individual competition no more.
Yeah.
This here is it.
Yeah.
As Avril say, boss, all or nothing. I said, Avril, you know me? Going all or going home? Go ahead or go home. That's what they say, right?
That's what it is.
Okay. When I finished this plating, I had 3 minutes to spare. The judge asked me if I need to do anything else. I said, yeah. I need a group photo with all of you guys. I said, you serious? I said, I need a group photo with you guys. I said, you will see this plate. Look at this plate.
Yeah.
I want you to look at this plate.
Wow.
That's how much confidence I had in the plate. Right? For the critique, Shayna, I ain't even gonna joke with you. I didn't even went to the critique. I probably was wrong for not going to the critique, Shayna, but my gut feeling.
Yeah. You know you give it your all and then
I give
some.
it my all. And the funny highlight part where I was plating this dish, I over there talking, you know. The one judge come over ask me, who I talking to? I just give that smile. I said, if you see who I talking to, you won't believe.
Yeah.
Right? I did my dish and I walk away, Shayna. I had 2 more minutes left. I started cleaning up my station. The judges came back. They said, Chef, you see this plate here? I want you to hold this plate. Let's take some photo shots. I said, take a lot. I want me to choose which one I want for Chef for the year.
Yeah.
He was like, wow, you really think you're that good?
Confident, yes.
I said, if anybody beat this plate, I'm satisfied with what I did. You can only do your best, you know?
That is true.
You
That's
can only
true.
do your best. I tell my teammates I am not going to the critique because I don't want the judges to blow my high. I don't feel I win with this plate. I ain't going back. I tell them win, lose, or draw. This is it for Chef of the Year for me.
Yeah.
My name gonna be written in history. When you put in Chef Ken's name, it gonna be there. You can't
come
change
up.
it.
Yeah, it there.
The guy for Angus beef, after he saw the plate that I produced after, he said, Chef, that was a nice meal. I said, nice? Nice ain't good enough. You had need to taste it.
Yeah.
Right? After the awards, I was there sitting, and let me tell you something. Sitting and waiting to hear where you're getting the best feeling. Listen, I've seen, we work with like people on the team that just come to cheer us on and stuff. And looking at those ladies' face, and they ain't compete.
And they anxious.
felt the pressure. They had this one lady, she was saying, Chef, I don't know why. Here sitting down, the lady started shaking and she said, this is too much pressure because what they do is start calling from bronze.
Okay.
And they go up silver, go up gold. When you hear bronze, your stomach will be like, ooh, you know, right there, you don't
want to hear your name,
but if your name called, that's what you produce. So I think I reached the point in life that if I had got like a silver or whatever, it'd hurt, yes, but you can't get vexed because that's what you produce, right? After silver pass, your boys start get comfortable in the chair, man. Because I keep asking them guys, how much more silver you see them wearing them? I see that time you're sweating and pressure on. So when I heard the lady say, moving on to gold category, man, I had to loosen up the button on the top. The top. I started get comfortable. And how you know when you see the call gold, they only have like a few gold.
Okay.
They don't have like a lot of gold because it's only the highest scores get gold, right? When they call Team BVI at the very last, I still sit down in my chair. Because it's sinking good, Shayna. And I was like, with that me? I went up on the stage. While going up on the stage, you know, I stopped. And I went down on these two knees, hey. And I said, Father God, this is your walking.
Give thanks.
I give thanks because I don't want He deny me on that day. Because if I had denied Him in front of all the people, then He gonna deny me. And I give thanks before I went up on that stage. And let me tell you something. When I went up on that stage and I looked down at my peers, right? The Statue of Liberty went higher than me, you know? I'm telling you.
Wow.
When I was walking off the stage with that gold medal on my neck, I didn't reach on the bottom step yet. In my mind, I was like, what? Gold medal? You still ain't do it. You ain't get a Chef of the Year. And the new 2017 Chef of the Year, Kenneth Mollyneaux. Listen.
Back up the stairs.
I walked backwards. And even turn around. I couldn't stop the smile. The smile was like, Shayna, the heart started pounding. Goosebump all over me.
I can't imagine. Wow.
And when you look down at your peers and everybody that was running for that number one spot and you won it. It was the best feeling of all my culinary experience put together in one.
So like all those years, it paid off.
It's paid off. And after that, when they called me out for the certified Angus beef chef of the year, I said, Lord God, what else, buddy? What else? That's like the two. You win the certified Angus beef award, because to be certified by Angus beef,
that's huge.
That's huge. Because there are a lot of type of meat out there, but certified Angus beef is the brand. I also won all traveling allowance free for 2018
Okay.
to the Angus Beef Show. Wherever part of the world you want to go, you
They pay
just get
for
on
it.
a plane, they pay for it.
Wow.
Right? And it was like a dream come true because you want to achieve certain stuff, but you wait. Because in 2011, I missed it by a point.
Okay.
But look how long I waited. 2017. It's a long time.
Yes.
You can't rush success.
No.
Success is something that takes a time and come. You have to want it.
Yeah.
You know, I try to tell most of these young chefs that coming up. You can't watch a man and grudge a man for what he have. You have to work, put in that hard work
For yours, yeah.
for yours. I remember working Long Bay Hotel as a young boy, $3 an hour. That $3 an hour was a lot to me because I didn't know a thing about money. But you save what you have and you work towards your goal. It gonna never come easy.
Yeah.
Anytime you see something coming too easy,
Yeah.
you gotta check yourself,
Okay.
right? Because the
That's good advice.
hard work you put in will pay off,
Yeah.
right? In the long run, nothing will come really easy these
Yeah.
days.
And I think that's something that's great advice because we have such short-term thinking now,
Yeah.
where if things don't happen in 2-3
Right,
years,
you know?
we're ready to give up or
No.
try something else
No.
rather than saying, you know what,
You have
I'm
to go
in
through
this for the long
Yeah,
haul.
you have to go through the tribulations and stuff sometime because the trials that you get along your way trying to achieve what you want to achieve is like the test of faith.
Yeah.
You really want to achieve what you want to achieve?
Yeah.
Or you just want it because you want
You
it?
want it,
If you want to achieve it, you'll go through all the trials.
Whatever is necessary.
You know, whatever come at you, you go through. Because sometimes you might ask God for something and He just wants to see how bad you really want it. And He throw one thing at you, you change your
You
mind.
follow.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that. You
Yeah.
have to keep pushing forward because it's the little things that matters.
Yeah.
Little things.
And
I always tell
that's
chef,
awesome.
don't feel cooking is just a job. It's not a job. You make a career out of it. If you go into cooking as a job, you will get tired.
Yeah.
Because when you want to spend time home with your family, Christmas and all that, you're
Yeah.
going to be in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Valentine, you want to be with your wife or your spouse, you're going to be in a kitchen. Right?
Yeah.
Because now you actually gone in a career that you're serving people.
On
So
those
how you gonna
holidays
serve
when
people
you
at
want to be
home?
off, yeah.
You know? So you got to think about that.
Yeah.
And I had to tell them the hours that a chef goes through from day to day. You spend more time in your establishment than home. That's automatic.
Yeah.
So why not be comfortable when you're doing it?
Yeah. And be good at what you do.
Be good at what you do. I mean, you're not going to please every single person. You're not. You try, move forward, do the best that you could do,
Yeah.
and you move on.
Awesome. Well, Chef, we haven't even gone halfway through our questions, so I'm definitely going to have to bring you back.
I'm always willing.
But on behalf of the chamber or sponsors, I don't have the list with me, but I know you guys went out there and made our sponsors proud. You made us proud as Mollyneaux to know that you guys went out there and chop it up, compete against the best of the best,
Yeah.
and did us proud. So congratulations again on your various awards. But we definitely have to come back because I want to talk too about you in terms of becoming the business side of it,
Yeah.
and how how that has helped shape you. Even in terms of becoming the chef that you are. But
Yeah.
thanks for being here and
You're
being a part of the show today. You've been tuned in to Chamber Talk, brought to you by the BVI Chamber of Commerce and Hotel Association. I've been your host. Thanking you for being here with us, Shayna Smith, Vice President of Business. Please join the Chamber of Commerce. Be a part of this excitement in terms of our national culinary team. That's just one of the many initiatives that we do. You can call our office or send us an email at info@bviccha.org. Thanks for being here.